It is Monday. And we're here. Am I positioned? Am I? I think I'm fine. Okay. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing today? I am EP. I believe I may have jinxed myself because literally yesterday I was talking about, you know, the more frequent streaming and frequent study streams on top of my regular streams might also, you know, quickly become like too much. So I'm gonna have to see like how that plays out, and you know, adapt on the fly. And I am so tired today, and I think I know why. I mean, I'm pretty sure except for maybe Tuesday, I was live every day last week, which I usually am not. But for the sake of consistency, I believe I'm still up for at least one short little session, because I believe it's better than nothing. So we might only have two. We might only have two chunks today, two study chunks today. Was not it? Yeah. I do still want to do this though, because again, it does actually help me. And to be fair, if I feel like if I get this tired doing study streams, I wouldn't be much better off if I was actually, you know, trying to study the same amount of time on my own. So at the end of the day, this is just the spicy brain at work. And I think it's just a matter of adapting. Like it was like this with streaming in general at first. Like when I started out, like 2 to 3 hour streams were like my maximum. And now usually I can go for like 3 to 3.5. But I definitely have done streams that are longer than 3 hours and 4 hours and sometimes 5 hours. So it all depends. Did the path not work? Did the path not work? I don't know, maybe it has to do with this. Well, no, I feel like it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. I was about to start studying as well for my exam. Hell yeah. Fun fact, HSR released an almost 20-minute celebration video for a 3rd anniversary on Bilibili. Of course, Sentient Bamboo has the end version. 3.5, 8 if you swing Fido in front of me like a carrot. Yeah, no, the 3.4 was the first time I've gone longer than 6 hours. I think before that, the longest I've gone was, it might have been the P4, when you finished P4 Golden, which was like 5.5-ish. But Finon like easily topped that, and then 3.7 came, which was 9 hours. Is that right? Could that I think that might line up. But yeah, today is a bit more. Today's gonna be a more chilled session. I think today I'm just gonna focus on trying to get through this one lesson, and other than that, I might take a break from like the written assignments and stuff. Or we'll see. Actually, we'll see. We'll see how far I get, but we might only do like 2 sessions, maybe. 4 right now might still be a little too much, so 2 to 3 it will be. No, Sky, we did not start yet. Amphoria's content in it? That is tempting. I might not do it like on this stream, but I might check it out on my own time. That is very tempting. I also have strawberries. I have frozen strawberries with me. For energy. Let me get some more water. And I already have to refill my water. Whoopsies, that's not. Whoop, hold on. There we go. Put that back on there. Let me move away the mic to refill my water. Look. Okay, there we go. Now, before we start, let me test something. Because literally on the starting screen, or during, I was testing this, and it worked. Okay. Now, if I do this, the timer works. And now if I switch back, if I switch to another text source, if I switch to another text source, and I reset the timer, I believe I may have fixed it. Okay, I'm not gonna do the double thingy. I believe I may have fixed it. I believe break timer and study timer may actually be working now. Yippee! Okay. All right. No more scuff. Well, don't hold your horses. Easy there. We're not gonna be that cocky. But for now, things are working. And I would say, without further stall, without further ado, I'm gonna make our first session 20 minutes. 20 minutes because I need only 20 minutes to memorize stuff, and more than that will fry my brain. Everything is held by duct tape and dreams, truly. Truly. Bam, bam, bam. And I would say, without further ado, we get started on our first productivity chunk. 20 minutes and then a 10-minute break. Ish. Well, we'll see. 10-ish minutes. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, you work. Good. It is break time! No! You worked before. Will you work now? If I do this, and I reset, and I do this, and I set it to 10 minutes, are you going to work if I do this thing? Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. 4th time's the charm. 4th? Yes, 4th time's the charm. Wonderful, we love to see it. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I think this lesson that I'm on right now, I've kind of got covered. Because I feel like this lesson right now is all about like pro-social behavior. So, you know, like altruism versus egoism. What kind of factors like play into, you know, whether like the tendency to be helpful, to help, you know, social conditions, whether there's differences based on like, you know, certain demographic groups and whatnot, different categorizations or classifications of help, whether you're helping indirectly, directly, on the fly, big problem, small problem, and whatever. And I feel like I've kind of got all of this pretty much covered. I just, like, out of curiosity, just to see, did like the little test for this lesson, and I literally got all questions right, even though I'm only halfway through. Why is it on the hour mark? Wait, on the hour mark? Wait. Oh, I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Can I have no idea. No clue. No clue. But yeah, I think I'm pretty good on this lesson. So for a chill, short stream, this might work out pretty well. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The class you're taking sounds so fun. Shame that it isn't related to any STEM majors. True. What is STEM exactly again? What is STEM even short for? STEM subjects or whatever. Science, technology, engineering, math. Okay, I had a feeling it was something math and science related. I mean, psychology is a science. Yeah, science, tech, engineering, math. Yeah, so like technically, and to be fair, you also do use, I mean, you have to use statistics in psychology. Yippee. But it is very fun. It's fun. Psychology in general is so fun. Just like trying to understand how people work. Yeah. Strawberry. Cold. Yeah, psychology is absolutely a science. And like, hey, if you want to, so psychology in general is like really interesting. I've recently found a YouTuber, or just a content creator, who I found him through his Deltarune playthroughs. I believe he also played Undertale, also reacted to some anime and played other games and stuff. And he's a psychologist, so he kind of approaches like the games he plays with like a very, you know, from a very like psychological standpoint, and takes the time to like really go in and analyze basically every little thing. Like whenever you see like my occasional yappings are not even like comparable. Like he'll pull up the graphs and the models and you know, he has his whole whiteboard. His name is I don't know why in my brain I always pronounce the name wrong. Psyculturists, or just psyculturists. I don't know. S with the S, without the S. PSY CULTURISTS. super chill guy. Played Deltarune Undertale. I know he played Omori. He reacted to a couple anime. I think he reacted to Apothecary Diaries, Oshinoko. He very recently started Bungo Stray Dogs, which one of my favorite anime. I have not caught up to the manga, so I'm an anime only mostly, but so fucking cool. Free marketing is crazy. Hey, I don't mind shouting out creators that I think are fun and interesting. Robots have gotten stunlocked by Everland. Oh, you don't even know. To give you an example, and to be fair, Bungo Stray Dogs, when you actually think into it, it is like a very psychological anime. This man spent 3 hours analyzing just the first episode of Bungo Stray Dogs. 3 full hours. It is amazing. Like, genuinely, this man will come to conclusions where I'm like, huh, I have never thought about that. And, you know, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, okay, like I think he might be overcooking it a little, but again, it is his line of work, so obviously, like, when you have like personal experience with the stuff, like, you have a different brain for it, and your mind will make different and oftentimes like deeper and more extensive connections. 4 hours on episode 8 of the Amazing Digital Circus? Yeah, dude, this guy's insane. I really like I've only been watching him started watching him recently, and I've only managed to pop into a stream like last night, I believe. I would love to get this guy on for like just like a simple like collab at some point. Because from what I've seen from him so far these past like couple months, it's amazing. But you know, I'm always hesitant about like reaching out to people because he's also like a very busy person. And I'm always hesitant of like reaching out to people whom I've not like built at least a little, you know, made my presence known a bit with. But go check him out. He's super cool guy. I would shout him out now, but I feel like, I don't know, getting like a random shout out from a channel on Twitch might be a little weird, so I don't know. But yeah, just PSY culturist. 9 hours in the last part of Omori. Yeah, like, if you're interested in psychology, fucking go check this guy out. He is really putting in the work. His Deltarune playthroughs are great because like he'll even like show up like in the getup. I think at some point he pulled up like in the suit with a Spamton face paint. It was amazing. He is also a Spamton truther, so bonus points. He is you know, he seems to be knowledgeable of the fan spaces and fan creations. I do also stream on Twitch, yeah. I do the multi-streams. He is cosplay. Yeah, it is so fun. He also goes out of his way to like check out the extra content and stuff. Great guy. Great guy. And thus I've also already seen like some people try to call him out on twitter.com because he has, you know, as someone who knows his stuff when it comes to psychology, has also pointed out or talked about certain topics that are highly discussed in the fandom space. Especially when it comes to, you know, consuming certain types of content, taboo content, self-expression and the like, and people have not liked that at all, which, go figure that the what do you call them? You know, the Twitter psychologists cannot handle the words of someone who actually knows what they're talking about. But man, that like this guy is what I aspire to be at some point. Maybe not maybe not to that extent. Maybe not to that extent, but it is kind of a motivation because I'm like, I could, like, if I knew, like, if I like, I know bits and pieces, obviously, and I can empathize with characters. I can try to put myself in their shoes. But on top, like, the technical knowledge, the terms and everything, I'm still, like, studying up on. But, God, that is what I aspire to be one day. Armchair psychologists, that's what they're called. Crazy that the psychology major is cosplaying as the most deranged character in the entire game. Then again, maybe that tracks. Yeah. Not even psychology major, like actual psychologist, I believe. Like licensed and everything. Yeah, no, it's amazing. Like he also understands. Like he definitely understands the characters. Some of his takes I feel like are a little, like, I might not agree with on certain characters, but I get where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from. Yeah, all good. Go check him out though. He's great. I'm gonna try to be as present as I can for his BSD reactions, because they're absolutely amazing. But yeah, let me get another. I have 2 strawberries left, and let me get some more water because our break time is up. We're about to get me psychologist spending 3 hours talking about the first 10 minutes of an HSR quest. Okay, here's the thing, right? I do tend to hold back every now and then because I'm like, I want to get through this quest. And I don't want to like linger too long on things, unless there's like something that like really sticks out to me. Oh, dude, Finon personality dissection would be so... Yeah, no, we'd be here for a minute. We would be here. Because when I could. Here's the thing, right? I have done, like, character analyses where I have spent, like, hours, days going through character dialogue and picking out every little thing that I could think of in terms of, like, you know, the characters' speech patterns, their emotional state, the way they behave in certain situations, their dynamics with several other characters, their motivations, you know, all that kind of stuff. It is actually so fucking fun. 3 whole streams for that one? Oh, truly. Honestly, I think, like, maybe I should just start taking notes. Like, genuinely. Maybe, because a lot of the time I have, like, thoughts that are kind of like just, like, all over the place. And sometimes we also just, like, you know, it's about, like, theories and things that just, we end up, you know, learning more about in later on the quest anyway. But, oh god. I don't know, I feel like I want to get more into like, actually dissecting things and characters and whatnot. But again, it's a matter of time. Yeah, exactly, Fuyad. Let's be dead ass. It's somehow going to be both my Finon and Mighty dissection and then like a 5th of all the other Chrysos heirs. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the fun about Finon, right? Because Finon, to analyze Finon's character, you can't just focus on him. You have to focus, like, his relationship, like, his entire character is made up of his relationship with the other Chrysos heirs as well. Like, the other Chrysos heirs play such a huge part in his development and who he is and the different facets he shows to other people. It is so interesting. And of course Mighty will be there, will be included in that as well and whatnot, but it's so good. Yeah, like, this man will never be rid of the PTSD, I fear. After 33 million times. I mean, he already has, like, you know, like, doesn't, like, has what do you call it, pushed away, suppressed a lot of his memories of those cycles. Like, he doesn't remember every single thing just because he was not even fully, like, his mind was just fucked for, like, several million of those. Oh yeah, we're going to do second session. Yeah, don't worry. Just had to, we can spend a little more time yapping. It's fine. Yes. Let me switch back We're gonna do another 20 minutes. Set it back to this timer, go back over here. Exactly, Lenny. Like, at least some of the others, they have some hopes, because they have not spent those 33 million cycles on murdering. Okay. Second session, starting in 3, 2, 1. Wha-bam. Alright, with the final seconds running out. I didn't realize the timer here was still on, but whatever. Whatever. We are done. We are done, and I believe for today, it will only be these two chunks, because I've already felt my attention span waning towards these final 1 to 2 minutes. Nora, welcome in! Studying, we were indeed studying. But hey, I did still get one whole lesson done, which to be fair, I think was a good matchup because that was a very easy one. In comparison, I didn't have that much to memorize because a lot of the stuff I feel like I already knew from like elsewhere. So that was good. The grades 696, you are good. I will forgive this one spoiler. It's so over? We're fine. Also, yes, Nora, it is currently 9 PM for me. You're sick at home today? Oh no! Oh, get well soon. Drink lots of water and keep warm. Or warm enough, I guess, at least. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think, one shorter session is totally fine. Tomorrow I will be taking the day off because I also have to be somewhere tomorrow. And I think at least, you know, I probably should keep at least one free day a week until, you know, I've managed to get used to this schedule a little bit. And the great thing for following, I appreciate it. I'll be doing well today. Got sore throat and had a small fever either, but just hardly, not 100, so it's alright. What is 100? Like 100 Fahrenheit? I forget. What is that? What is 100 again? What is that again? 77, 37, 38. Yeah, that's not bad. That's like a mild fever. A mild fever. So that's totally fine. Well, not totally fine, but you know, it's not a very dangerous. This is pretty great after a very shitty day. Thank you, really needed this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, glad I could help. Glad I could help. Ba-da-da-da. I need to look for more OSTs after fucking just after this, because right now the playlist is still only 1.5 hours long, and I don't want to have to restart the playlist every fucking time because sometimes I just forget. I like get so locked in that I forget no music. Like I don't realize that like no music has been playing for the past 5 minutes or so, and I'm like, oh right. Bye, Melanie. Gotta do an Ace Attorney commission for puzzles for the case Logan started. Ooh, nice. There's a movie named Highway to Hell and they don't play the song once. Well, that's true. That is true, I guess. But I guess in a way, you know, it's also like a little pointer, you know. 2 run-throughs of the playlist would usually be enough for a study stream. How far am I? I have not gotten very far because I've just been so busy with like other things. I do want to continue this week though. We are like early into case 4. Has Logan finished case 2 yet? If either way, I gotta log in. So Wednesday might be an Ace Attorney stream. You own 6,900 DVDs. Nice. That's a funny number. He started case 3 yesterday. Oh dear god, yeah. I am not surprised. He probably will catch up to me at this rate, just because there's so many things that I want to do and I don't have the time to do them. Gotta draw a cat. Don't know the cat's name. That is valid. But cat is cat. Cat is cat. Oh. My grandparents have returned. Too young to get this? Get what? Whatever you're not getting, I'm not getting it either. Will you watch on your own? Maybe I'll watch the HSR thing on my own. I might check it out on my own. Yeah. The case thing? Oh, it's just about an Ace Attorney game. About the great Ace Attorney. Great game. Beautiful game. Wonderful game. Speaking of good games, if any of you wanna get another beautiful game and alter the course of your life for a measly, I believe, $12-ish dollars is what Persona 5 Royal is currently on sale for on Steam, I believe, if my sources have not misled me. You get like over 100 hours of playtime out of it. You started P5R? It's so good. One of my favorite games. It's so fucking good. Convinced my mom to buy me Yakult because every single time we go to Walmart, she refuses to buy it for me, but I convinced her since I'm sick. Hell yeah. Dude, I fucking love P5 Royal. I love it so much. I want to do another P5 stream. Conquest of Elysium 5. I don't know that one. Going through... Ooh, that's a very good arc. Very good palace. Try it? I don't know if it's my... if it'd be my thing. If it's not a character / story heavy game, then it probably won't be my thing. I don't think I've heard of it. I'm early game still. I've done like 2 streams, I think. Wait. Oh, for a second I thought that Sky... I mixed up Sky and your message, Nora. I thought that you were saying you were already in that palace, in Futaba's palace. Whatever. Either way, the good game, great game, wonderful game. Akachi Goro, my beloved and be hated and be somethinged. You make your own story? I can look into it. I can look into it. I don't really have the time to start new games currently. But I can look into it. Yeah, P5 is a long game, especially P5R. I will say though, if you want to get like the full P5R experience, there are certain things. I don't know how much you know, Nora, but there are certain criteria, I'll say, that should be met by certain points in the game if you want to experience all the royal content. It is hard. I'm not one for like high difficulty games, but I don't know, maybe I'll check it out. Pancake Man is funny, but Psychology Man is funnier. You know what, that is very valid. I believe they're both funny little guys. I love them both. Yeah, sure, Nora, go ahead. I mean, if you're only like 2 streams in, I would assume that you are, you know, first palace, before or after a certain point. Shiho, yeah. They do not hold back in that. Yeah. Maruki needs to be ranked 10 before the end of second. Before, I believe, basically, I think at the start of, like, when he's first introduced, they tell you, like, oh, this character is only gonna be there until this date, and you have to finish his confidant until, like, a couple days before then. Yeah, basically, you have to, like, rank 9 him before, like, I think it might be, like, November or October. Like, October 5th, 16th or something. Something along those lines. Maybe they're called Confidant. I don't know, I like it. But also P5 was my first game, so I learned of, you know, Confidant was my first term and Social Links came after. So there's that. Really, Fuyat? Hell yeah. I don't think I have good enough relics for full DPS Veld yet. You're a Warhammer for... I believe, was it Sven, one of my mods, who also is very much into Warhammer 40k? I've never been into the into the franchise, I guess. It's not my thing, and I don't have the currently motivation or time to check it out. But I know some people who like it a lot. Yippee! But yeah, Nora, I'm gonna keep this as spoiler free as possible. There are 3 confidants you will want to max as soon as possible, like as early as possible. Justice, the Counselor, and Faith. Those 3 you will want to have maxed as early as you can, ideally. E6 Veld with 400 CV, here we go. See, my Veld is only E1, so there's that too. Oh yeah, if Oak has played already, like, P5, generally, you don't need that much guidance unless you want to, like, 100% it, in which case, you know, pointers are wise, and if Oak knows what to do, that is lovely, that's great. Skype. Keep in mind, there are people here who have not played the whole game and who are not aware of certain names and stuff. So we will not go into details. I only know 2% of the fucking lore. I've heard that, like, there's so many franchises that, like, are very, like, you have to really... I do like franchises where you have to really, like, deep dive into the lore and stuff. Oak bought you the game? Based. Respect. God, I fucking love P5. P6 when? P6 tomorrow. Ow, my neck. Ow. Okay, there we go. She bought it for me back at 4 and I just started like 2 weeks ago. Better late than never, right? Better late than never. P6 is never coming out. I mean, at this rate, place your bets. What will we get first? GTA 6, Ace Attorney 7, or Persona 6? Or the Genshin anime? Like, at this rate, it's anyone's guess. At this rate, we might get GTA 6 before any of those. Took me so long to play P4 and I'm still needing to finish Rise from the Ashes and Ace Attorney. My god. I'm so slow at games, it's so bad. I mean, yeah, same, kind of. Like, sometimes, like, with the games I play on stream, obviously, because I just play them on stream, but even games that I, like, play in my own time, I try not to, like, game too much. You know. And so I tend to my attention, I've still only finished, like, I only started my second route of Buster Fellows 2, one of my favorite games, by the way. But I just haven't gotten around to it. I just finished, like, one character route recently, and it fucking destroyed me. But yeah. HSR movie anime first. Didn't they actually give a rough date for that, or at least a year? But then again, it's MAPPA, and don't trust MAPPA. Half-Life 3 before all of those, surely. Overcooked stream again when? I'm probably gonna try to focus on, you know, like, one thing at a time. I want to make a bit more progress in Ace Attorney first. So definitely I'll be sitting one week out from collabs. And after that, I don't know, we'll see. Not getting interested, I have a question. Is this possible? What is the reason to live? What if we don't get cookies? Well, if you don't get cookies, you make them yourself. You bake them. When life gives you, or when life doesn't give you cookies, make cookies. Well, tomorrow, welcome in. But that's work. That's, you prepare the batter, you freeze the batter, and then, you thaw it, and then you bake. You mix the dry ingredients, put them away, and then when you need to do it, you get the dry ingredients out, and you get the wet ingredients, and you put them together, and then you put them in the oven. And you get some kind of, either a tray, or you get stuff that is, like, easily cleanable and stuff. No, I don't freeze the batter, but I know you can. I know it's possible. I don't usually make cookies, so. I always have butter frozen. We do have frozen butter, I just remembered. Because we didn't want it to go bad. We do have, like, a slab of frozen butter that we should probably use at some point. Because it's been in there for months. Yeah, no, I don't usually freeze batter. I made pizza recently, though, and I froze that because we had too many leftovers, and we had to freeze something. $300? Ooh. I mean, when you're asking like that, when you ask so nicely. Yeah. I believe I may call it here as a very short mini stream. Whoops. So I can get the rest of the evening off and rest, and also rest tomorrow, and then hopefully for Wednesday I will be back at my peak. Maybe not my peak, but you know, maybe like at least like a 7 or 8 out of 10. How about a discount of $129? I fear that may not be possible either. My budget for this year is already on the shorter stick because I am planning to buy games, like 2 more games than I usually would, and also I'm going to Gamescom this year, and also several trips to visit my girlfriend that will also cost me money. I need a job. I've applied to 3 places, 1 rejected me, and 2 places just never responded to me. Yeah, job market's rough. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that yet. But, yeah. Yeah, it's rough. Ba-da, ba-da-da. Shiny hunting Darkrai. Still doing it since December? That's really rare then? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would assume that a Darkrai is very rare. A shiny Darkrai in particular. Especially in America, especially for high schoolers. Yeah. Good luck, man. Designing brochure, whatever. I don't know, I don't even know anything about them. That's the spirit. Hey, as long as you can design them, you don't have to know anything about them. Practically non-existent? Yeah, that sucks. Every now and then, I mean, I don't have the time now with, like, streaming and, you know, uni and whatnot. But every now and then I do look, for, like, what kind of, like, mini jobs are out there, you know, over in my area. And it is, like, there are jobs for students. It's just, like, the same old, like, you know, be a cashier at this store, or that store, or this store, or this store. Or deliver things, or fucking work in storage. Those are like the only 3 things that you can really do because everyone's looking for people there. But my dudes think I'm good at brochures. They're fashion magazines, by the way. Damn. I mean, hey, if they're satisfied with your work, who cares if you're good at it, or like if you think you're good at it or not. If they think it's good enough. Trying to save up for concert tickets. I'm not allowing myself to spend any money while trying to save up. It's in California, Minnesota. It's not... Minnesota's not very near California. Yeah, that's a little distance away. Low-key cook, that's why I need $800. Yeah, I fear I cannot help you there. I fear I may not be able to assist. Yeah, I'm not too caught up on Hololive. I used to be, I used to watch the Hollow Stars guys, Hollow Stars EN guys, for a while, mainly when like the first wave was, you know, the first wave. You know, Tempest and stuff. But then I kind of like same with Niji Sanji, I kind of just like fell out. Like now I just like watch whoever plays the games that I like most. So before the thought of being a con artist plagues my mind. Good luck, Mania. We will also end stream here, I think. It's a short one, but that's fine. That is totally fine. That's fair, Noah, that's fair. I thank you guys for being here today. And we'll be back on Wednesday. Tomorrow will be a day off, because I really do need it. And Wednesday we might be back with more Ace Attorney. Very important question for end of stream. Alright, go. While I do the thing. Check out the YouTube, the Twitch, the Twitter, the Blue Sky, the Patreon for anime reactions, even though those have been a little on the low end lately. I am busy and I'm trying to get back into it. I do have to react to some new episodes from this past week. Consider following, subscribing, whatever. How tall am I? I am roughly 169 centimeters. That is not a joke. Like, actually. I think in thingamajig units, that's like 5'7", 5'6", 5'7" ish. But yeah, I wish all of you a lovely rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. Stay safe. Take care. I am taller than you. Bye bye.